Breaking news now as police are looking for a mass shooter after 4 people were killed in a rampage in Montana. Now, police have identified the suspect as Michael Paul Brown. They say he is still at large. They say he is armed. He is dangerous. Let's bring in NBC News correspondent Morgan Chesky, who has more on that shooting. So, Morgan, if I understand this correctly, at one point they had this guy in their sights, right, police?
Yeah, this is a small town of only about 9,000 people, 25 miles to the west of Butte, Montana, Gotti. And authorities say that they didn't necessarily have him in their sights, but they did see him flee the scene in a white F-150 pickup truck. And then a short chase ensued where authorities say he was essentially lost. That's where things stand right now. The manhunt very active to try to track Brown down. He's a 45-year-old, weighs about 170 pounds. He was last seen wearing a tie-dye shirt and having an orange bandana on him. And according to witnesses, he opened fire inside this Anaconda bar around 10:30 this morning. And that is where authorities later confirmed that 4 people were killed. As you can imagine, Gotti, this created quite the scene in this small town. A temporary lockdown was put in place. Right now, authorities are just encouraging everyone to remain incredibly vigilant because they're describing this 45-year-old as incredibly dangerous and likely armed. We do not know the motive behind this, Gotti. We do know that members of a SWAT team did conduct a search warrant at his home, which is believed to be very close to this bar. We can only imagine the evidence that they've recovered as they continue to build their case here. But just for a little context tonight, Gotti, as the sun goes down in Anaconda, Montana, and they don't know where this armed individual is, this is a rural area. It's hemmed in by mountains. So certainly there's going to be a pressure to at least make some sort of progress before nightfall comes. And this armed individual could very well have, the advantage under cover of darkness here. Gotti?